Is it time to start a new job? Want to leave your position? 16 signs that you should quit. You can take great pride in the fact that you don't give up easily. But let's face it, you sometimes have to be when it comes to job. You outgrow a job, better opportunities present themselves, the employment turns out to be less what you expected, or you no longer match the company's culture. The fact is, there isn't really a reward for endurance, especially if you end up resentful and burned out from a work you despise. How do you decide when to leave a job and move on, though? Here are 16 warning signals that it's time to quit your job and hunt for a new one. Number 1. You hate waking up to go to work. We all occasionally experience a case of the Mondays. But it's time to seriously rethink your employment when your alarm goes off. And you feel the need to start sobbing into your pillow. Examine what's actually upsetting you by going deep. Do you have a specific assignment to complete? Is it the coworkers you have? Or are you merely tired of the routines? Your decision to leave your job in order to pursue chances elsewhere or to talk with your supervisor about new options will depend on how precise your fear is. If your employment isn't a good fit for you, don't keep telling yourself that you're just having a bad week. Number 2. There is no room for advancement. It's simple to become stuck in a work, and if you enjoy it, staying there might be cozy. However, it's crucial to keep in mind that every work should improve your abilities and increase your worth as an employee. It's time to go elsewhere if you're not growing professionally and are only going through the motions while many around you receive promotions and better jobs. Number 3. You're always bored. It might be time to quit if your job is no longer challenging you and you've tried to communicate with your employer without success. Even though boredom is a relatively common emotion, studies think that persistent boredom at work is an indication that you are not doing what you want to be doing and are looking for a job with more purpose. These are crucial signs if you spend the majority of your working hours browsing the internet for goods or playing games, or if you constantly check the time. Number 4. You have zero interest in the work you're doing. Nothing is more tiring than doing a job that is unrelated to your long-term objectives or personal passions. No matter how much money you have, if you're so apathetic, you'll never be able to really enjoy life or realize all of your potential. Over time, it will seep into other aspects of your life and tarnish those as well. Number 5. Your work is too challenging. While being stretched at work might help you improve your skill sets and advance, working on consistently difficult tasks can wear you out and stress you out. You might not have had the training required to carry out these demanding job responsibilities, or you might not have been aware of how demanding they were. If so, it might be time to talk with your manager about how you can complete these things without feeling overburdened all the time. Number 6. You constantly worry about money. It's true that the majority of us occasionally worry about our finances. However, if this fear consumes your thoughts on a regular basis and you aren't a shopaholic, you may not be earning enough money. Inquire about this with management if you've worked at your current employer long enough. Make sure your justification for a raise is well prepared and appropriate for the circumstances. Then request an assessment. It might be time to look for a firm that doesn't make you feel like they're doing you a favor by paying you if the company doesn't agree that you deserve salary that's commensurate with your job. Number 7. Even small things seem overwhelming. There are many ways that the physical, emotional, or mental tiredness from work can show up, but one of the most obvious symptoms of job burnout is the inability to handle even minor setbacks. Although stress at work is unavoidable, it shouldn't feel so unbearably overpowering that you are unable to handle it. If you find yourself getting angry at every little incident that occurs at work, it might be time to find another job. Number 8. Nothing you do is ever enough. Sometimes you're stuck with a manager who still has higher expectations for you, despite the fact that you're the first one in the office, the last one to leave, constantly checking your work email, and working considerably more than all of your coworkers put together. If your manager is constantly pushing you to do more, there is probably no end to the lunacy in sight, and it may be time to find another job where you will be valued more. Number 9. Your health is suffering. Your health may occasionally start to suffer because of job. If you discover that your job is psychologically, emotionally, and physically tiring and you can't wait to leave at the end of each day, take it as a major warning. Additionally, you might have noticed that you're missing work more often from stress-related conditions like migraines, back discomfort, or high blood pressure. Perhaps you've noticed that you're getting colds more regularly, or you frequently feel ill or weary. Number 10. Your work-life balance is out of whack. With your current job, do you find it difficult to maintain a healthy work-life balance? It's an obvious clue that something is wrong if you feel like you routinely put your career before your family, friends, hobbies, exercise, and healthy diet. Number 11. You've begun making negative remarks about your boss or coworkers. While everyone occasionally vents to friends and family about work, if you find yourself criticizing your employer frequently or talking about your coworkers behind their backs, it may be time to find another job. This type of behavior reveals a strong dislike of your workplace, and it will only become worse. Stop criticizing them straight away and devote that energy to looking for a new job. Number 12. You can no longer support your company's ethics or mission. Maybe you've learned that your company's business practices conflict with your principles now that you've seen the intricate workings of your company from the inside. Although you like the pay, it makes you feel a little dirty to receive funds from an unethical employer. If you feel this way, leave right away. Find a cause you can wholeheartedly support. You won't have to feel bad about connecting your name with a dubious company, and your job will have greater importance to you. Number 13. The daily commute is your only social life. There's no denying it. Driving to work is not enjoyable. Has it affected your life, though? You might want to reevaluate your priorities if your only social life consists of small talk with random people on the bus or train every morning. The fact is that traveling to and from work might take up a lot of your free time, leaving you with little opportunity to unwind and rest. Maybe it's time to look for work that's a little closer to home or, even better, work that can be done remotely. Number 14. There is clearly instability. It's possible that this is more of a cause to keep your choices open than a reason to resign. Stability frequently presents an opportunity for advancement. Be careful not to be duped, as these promotions are frequently given as a result of budget cuts. Regular employee layoffs indicate that your business is in a downward spiral and will soon grab you in its net. So either think about leaving your job now, or prepare an exit strategy for when the inevitable occurs. Number 15. Your side business is succeeding. Having a side hustle allows you to explore new opportunities, giving you the chance to discover something that could be very successful. It may be time to quit your job and focus entirely on your side hustle if it is making a respectable amount of money or, more significantly, if the time spent working is much more fun than the hours you spend working for someone else at your full-time job. Number 16. Your gut is telling you it's time to leave. Sometimes, it's not about the work environment, professional objectives, or corporate stability. Rather, it's about something more elusive. The conviction that you are not meant to be where you are. Often, it takes years or even decades for us to realize what it is that we were really destined to achieve. You cannot dismiss that feeling once it arises, though. More than just a feeling, your gut is frequently a response to an emotional state. Therefore, when this occurs, take some time to focus on what is happening in your thoughts. You ought to probably pay attention if your instinct is telling you to leave. What's scarier than losing your job, do you know? Staying. You devote a large portion of your time to work. Why not ensure that your employment is providing you with the finest possible experience? Obviously, if a few of these problems only last a short while, don't give up. However, if they persist for several months, it might be time to stop. If you do choose to depart, though, be smart about it. By ranting about all the reasons you're going, don't destroy relationships. That serves no purpose and might even come back to haunt you. Instead, politely state that you must go in order to seek an alternative option. Is it time for you to quit your job? Which indications might you add to this list? Tell us in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends, so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, and remember to click on the little bell of Could Be Anything channel. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.